Here at Unity 9verse TV, we must say first that everyone is welcome. We are here to restore the love, peace, and unity amongst us. We aim to reach the open-mindedness in people, not to change beliefs, but to at least make people more open-minded to other possibilities and perspectives of life. So, hop aboard the mothership, take a seat, and enjoy the ride into this beautiful journey of universal cosmic wisdom and knowledge, peace, and love from Unity 9verse TV. Before we get into the video, if you like the content here on Unity 9verse TV, then please be sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more future content. Peace and love. Now let's get started with the video. Many people believe that when they vote, they are directly choosing their president and vice president. However, that's not entirely accurate. The president and vice president are not elected directly by citizens. Instead, they are chosen through the Electoral College process, the process of using electors comes from the Constitution. It was a compromise between a popular vote by citizens and a vote in Congress. The Founding Fathers established the Electoral College in the Constitution, in part as a compromise between the election of the president by a vote in Congress and election of the president by a popular vote of qualified citizens. In the United States, these leaders are selected through the Electoral College process. This system is rooted in the Constitution and was designed as a compromise. So, who they come in agreement with and what did those people have to give up for this system to exist? These are questions that are never asked. It balances the concept of a direct popular vote with the needs of individual states. But that popular vote by the people doesn't mean anything. Just look at the 2016 election between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. Hillary won the so-called popular vote with 65 million plus votes, which was about 48.0%, and Trump with 62 million plus votes, which was about 45.9%. But since the Electoral College is the one who actually votes the president in, not the people, this is why Donald Trump won over Hillary Clinton, because of his 306 electoral votes versus the 232 she had. So this should clearly show us that our vote doesn't matter when higher people are the ones who get the final say. Remember, they already know who's going to be the next president. This is just a well-designed game strategy for them that's fun to watch. While this process aims to represent the will of the people, it can lead to situations where the majority's choice does not win. This has raised questions about the effectiveness of our voting system. Many citizens feel that their votes do not carry the weight they should, and honestly, I don't blame people for feeling that way and thinking outside the box, that this system isn't built for us to win, and more than likely never will be. But over the past 200 years, more than 700 proposals have been introduced in Congress to reform or eliminate the Electoral College. There have been more proposals for constitutional amendments on changing the Electoral College than on any other subject. The American Bar Association has criticized the Electoral College as archaic and ambiguous, and its polling showed 69% of lawyers favored abolishing it in 1987. But surveys of political scientists have supported continuation of the Electoral College. Public opinion polls have shown Americans favored abolishing it by majorities of 58% in 1967, 81% in 1968, and 75% in 1981. I wonder why. I would go check out the results of 1824, 1876, 1888, 2000, and 2016 elections. That should explain why. It's crucial to understand that voting is just one part of a larger system. We must unite as a community to advocate for the changes we want to see. Engagement in local issues, education, serve protecting and funding our own communities with the resources that we would need to build our communities better for us and the children who are the future of this world and our legacy when we are no longer here. We shouldn't have to wait on them to take actions in our neighborhoods. That's what coming together and trusting each other that we can make things better on our own is for. I'm going to keep saying this. We have to come together and unite with love first and peace second if we want anything to change for us. And activism can amplify our voices. When we come together, we can influence the very processes that govern us. So, while the Electoral College may complicate things, our collective efforts can drive meaningful change. Let's focus on building a system that truly reflects the will of the people. It starts with us, and it starts now. What's the importance of creating a reflective system that serves our communities effectively? Well, in majority of cases, government initiatives fall short of addressing the real needs of the people. This is where a reflective system comes into play, allowing us to identify gaps and opportunities for improvement. A reflective system encourages open dialogue among community members, fostering collaboration and understanding. By sharing experiences and insights, we can build a clearer picture of what is truly needed. First, we need to establish a platform for communication, whether it's through community meetings or online forums. Next, we must gather feedback on existing services and programs to understand their effectiveness. It's essential to listen actively and consider diverse perspectives to create a comprehensive view. Once we have this information, we can prioritize issues and develop actionable solutions. Additionally, we should leverage technology to streamline data collection and analysis. By using surveys and social media, we can engage a broader audience and gather valuable input. Ultimately, a reflective system empowers us to take charge of our needs and advocate for meaningful change. Let's work together to build a system that truly reflects our values and aspirations. In doing so, we can create a better future for everyone in our community. Just think about it. What has each president had in common? Broken promises. They always promise us change, and it never happens. Every single time we get a new president, they make it seem good in the beginning, but then it gets bad. Things are never for the good with these people. We just accept what they offer, and unfortunately, we have to pay for that in the end with our labor, time, families, our bodies, mental, and sometimes even our lives, all because of broken promises of making life better for us we slave for a system that doesn't care about its people and have shown us this for years, but it's yet to still be recognized through some people. We got to make the changes they promised to us ourselves. That's the only way it's going to happen. But first, we have to break free from the matrix and realize that the government doesn't have our best interests. Even though I do feel that there's some good souls within the government, but I do feel those people get silenced just as well as anyone else who has tried to make change or cause awareness of any sort amongst the people for the better. But we have to trust each other to make changes. We have to stop being so divided and put away our differences, because believe it or not, majority of us come from the same backgrounds and struggles of life. So imagine how powerful we can be collectively if we all set aside those so-called differences and came together as one like we should be anyway. Realize we all have the same enemies, and it's the people in power. We have to remember who the people who run the world's ancestors were and learn that they conquered and divided things for a reason. Because we are more powerful together than separated. Just think about the Roman Empire days and what they did to take over people and built systems to benefit the rulers, but not its people. They conquered a vast amount of land through a combination of strong military tactics, strategic alliances, fear and scare tactics control, and the integration of conquered populations into Roman society by offering citizenship, effectively expanding their influence beyond people through these tactics. The empire later divided, most notably into a Western and Eastern Roman Empire, due to internal political pressures along with geographical challenges. Doesn't this all sound too familiar? History will show you that the people in power, ancestors laid down the foundations for life to be where it is now. Just remember, this was all planned and designed this way for a reason, a much greater reason that majority of people can't understand because they have been lied to for centuries. History is his story. Peace, love, and thank you for watching Unity 9verse TV. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to be alerted for more future content. Until next time.